What now?
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
This place feels... It's... creepy. It feels wrong. It feels strange. Where is it? Where are we? Turn back. This is wrong. This has to be wrong. This place stinks. It's disgusting. It smells like death. I can't breathe. Can you smell the death? It's... there he is. There he is. The light. Go towards it. He's in the house. Find He's going in. He's disappearing. Follow him. Don't let him disappear. The air. Where's it gone? Keep going. Find it. It's just a trail.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillion will help me.
Just one little test to do. You can almost reach it. You can almost see him.
The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillion and the others. But the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like them.
It's broken. Fix it. You have to fix it. Now you have to find him. Quick, get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial. It doesn't finish until you get to the house. Before he disappears, Senua. You have to get in.
Voice is just non-stop nag, whinging, complain. I could have sworn I thought I saw a putty tat. Where's my illusions? I did see a putty tat. What am I supposed to do? They want me to go to the house. I know that much. That's a given. But I don't know how. Maybe I have to see this from in front of you. My question, what do I do? What am I supposed to? Aha! Yoo-hoo.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farm hands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I fixed the bridge as what end? Because obviously these work now. Let's go! Of course. I don't want to go into that spot yet. Go away now, I have to go.
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here! I'm right here!
Are you in there?
Where is he?
Come out if you
Find
are.
him. You have to find him. The runes. Focus.
Dillion!
It's too much.
They're
He's trying to save you. Don't let it see it. It is. Go towards it. Run. There it is. Huh? It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. I feel it. You'll die. I feel it. You're dying. The burning has begun. The burning has begun.
Go to the gates. There they are. The ruins.
You can get through.
Run! Run! Run now! Ah! Run! It's not safe here. Run!
Send one.
You don't run. You saw it.
You came through the wrong door. Where's your sword? Defend yourself. It's
He burned to death? All over again. I have to do it all over again. It's going up my arm and I'm dying because of this and this only. This is dumb. Boy, I have to find this in order.
It's
Run!
close.
Run now! Run! It's not safe here. Run!
Send one.
You don't run. Have your sword.
You came through the wrong door. How are you going to fight? Where's your sword? You're going to defend yourself.
What is that creature?
You can't defend yourself. It's Dillion. Find the creature.
Where's Dillion?
Where are we?
It's not safe. I feel
Oh.
unsafe. I can't find you. This is what death feels like.
Messed up. Go, go, go. Oh, close it. I died so many times.
Senua! Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours.
Anyway, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty
What
cringe.
if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again. You don't know. It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Where are we? What is this? It's the same. Different. It's another one. It's lighter. It's nicer. I like it here. Can we stay? Let's stay here. I like the way it's safe here. It's calm here. It's light here. The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happened? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe. Dillion. There he is. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go through before he disappears. Dillion, don't lose him. Where is he? Where's he going? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Dillion saved her.
Mother?
We spend our lives searching for the meaning in life, and we ask the gods for guidance. But the truth to life is revealed when we can face death without fear. How can the gods understand us if they refuse to die themselves?
He's the reason she's alive at all.
You can't go up there.
You can't go up
Not
there.
in this world.
No, not in this. You can't. Dillion saved her.
You owe your life to Dillion.
You owe everything to him.
Where is it? I don't even see any.
Senua, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
Oh, be quiet.
I'm hurt without you.
I'm in the dark world too.
Dillion doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
Where are you taking
He's
him?
up there. He's up there. How do you get up there? There's a way. There is a way up there. Find the way. She can do it. You're nearly there. Just find the way.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Baldur, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Baldur's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Baldur's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
Huh.
Look what happens to the things you love.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Baldur. The blind god, Hud, was there. Loki asks him why he
Years
wasn't
had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillion. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her path, and Dillion, a future. Two realities, tearing at her soul.
It's just wasting your time. You have no time for this. Speed up. These rooms mean nothing. It's all part of their game.
They've set you trials to distract you.
They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you fall.
What if these trials mean nothing?
You just laughing at you.
They take you no closer to Dillion.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the...
He's the reason she keeps fighting.
Gosh. So let's go back.
You have no choice.
Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Do you know? Was it worth it? You're still alive and Dillion's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead. How does that make you feel?
Let's go.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
He led you astray.
You should have listened to your father when you had the chance. Why didn't you listen to me? His love has tortured you,
And it tortures them.
Interesting.
She thinks she knew best.
She thought she had light within her.
She is pure darkness. He's the reason she's alive at all.
What if this is pointless?
What are you doing?
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they found in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Do you even remember?
His love is guiding her.
He saw who she could be. He saw who she really was. He saw the warrior within. Everything gets broken in the end.
You killed him with your love because he believed in you.
got it.
Time just to you, like anything.
They're not wasting my time. Be quiet.
She thinks she's doing
They mean nothing.
special.
These voices, honestly.
A waste of her time.
Ooh.
The gods are just...
Dillion!
What if the gods are laughing at
Messing with her.
her? It wouldn't be...
Bruh, Dillion, come on, bruh.
Be quick.
Dillion never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillion's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes.
She's steady. She can
Slowly,
do it. So
the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
very careful. You've come this far. Don't let it slip away. It's a narrow bridge, and there's a long way to fall.
I'm gonna die right here.
No! No!